Hi, boys and girls, and welcome to Storytime with Mrs. LaDonna. I have a great book for you today. It's called The Little Flower Seed, and it's a story about Clifford when he was a puppy. So please sit down, relax, put on your listening ears, and enjoy the story. Spring is in the air, Clifford, Emily Elizabeth said. Can you feel it? Clifford wagged his tail. It was true. Early spring is the best time to plant a new garden, said Mrs. Howard. The courtyard will look pretty when our garden starts to bloom, Emily Elizabeth said. We'll have lots of vegetables and flowers in the garden, Clifford, Emily Elizabeth said. Even some carrots for Daffodil. Clifford looked and smelled, but he didn't see any carrots or flowers. He didn't see any carrots or flowers because there's still seeds in the packets. They're going to plant sweet pea, tomato, carrots, and sunflowers. Emily Elizabeth and her mother worked and worked. They dug holes in the dirt. What fun, Clifford thought. You know, dogs love to dig holes. And do you know what they like to put in the holes they dig? Their bone or bones. And then they go back, dig them up, chew on them, and then bury them again. Then Emily Elizabeth dropped something tiny into each hole. Mrs. Howard covered each hole with dirt. What's going on? Clifford wondered. All the seeds are planted, Emily Elizabeth shouted. Good work, said Mrs. Howard. Let's go fill the watering can and water our new garden. Now it's my turn to dig, Clifford thought. He dug and dug. I'm helping too, he thought. No, no, Clifford, Emily Elizabeth shouted. Stop digging up the seeds. Clifford was so confused. He didn't know what he did wrong. Seeds have to stay in the ground to become trees and flowers, explained Emily Elizabeth. This sounded strange to the tiny red puppy. It rained the next day. Rain is good for gardens, Daffodil told Clifford. Daffodil is Emily Elizabeth's bunny. Why? Clifford asked. Seeds need water to help them grow, Daffodil said. In a few days, Clifford saw something wonderful. The little flower seed had grown into a tiny plant. Soon all the seeds grew into tiny green plants. Clifford thought they were beautiful. Emily Elizabeth watered the garden every day, and every day the weather got warmer and warmer, and the plants grew and grew. The sunflower was Clifford's favorite. When summer came, the puppy loved to stay cool in its shade. Isn't it wonderful? Said Mr. Sardosky. The seeds are delicious. You are a good gardener, Clifford, Daffodil said. This is the best carrot I've ever eaten. Emily Elizabeth, you should be very proud, said Mr. Howard, her dad. You grew a whole garden from little seeds. Clifford barked happily. The sunflower was growing, and so was he. Who knew how big they'd both get? Look at the beautiful garden they planted. That was a great story. Okay, now I'm going to ask you a question or two to see what you remember about the story. What did Emily Elizabeth tell Clifford to stop doing? Did she tell him to stop barking at a cat, chewing her shoe, or digging in the garden? If you said digging in the garden, you're right. Thumbs up. Okay, here's question number 2. What is Daffodil's favorite? For that was planted in the garden. Is Daffodil's favorite carrots, sunflowers, or peas? If you said carrots, give yourself a thumbs up. Very good. I hope you enjoyed the story, and I'll see you again soon. Have a great day. I love you, and I miss you. Bye-bye.